Hello everybody, John from Hillbilly Wine 101, and this is my third video in a row, and let me explain what I'm doing here. I had a bottle of Sterling 2007 Cabernet, and I wasn't sure if it's going to be good, and I did a whole video on just the Sterling Cabernet, and it turned out that it was good. I had bought a case years ago, and this was my last bottle, and the one before this I drank 5 years ago. So I've been drinking it, and I hoarded this one, and I finally opened it up tonight. And this is the cork. Well, you can see the two labels. They've changed them. 2007, and I just so anyway, look at the cork real quick. The one's a dark purple that was in the 2007 in contact for 11 years, and then one's just a barely stained, barely pink. Now, after I shot this and it was good, I called liquor stores, and the third one I called had the Sterling. And I ran right out and bought it because I thought, man, I got to compare this. So the new one, the 2014, which I just bought tonight, was $30. I don't know how much the Sterling from 2007 would be now. Say a hell of a lot more than $30. So what we're going to do is, now, I wish I could have showed you, I decanted this, and there was a ton of sediment that you can't really see through this dark bottle. And so and a lot of it stuck all the way down the side of the bottle. This probably doesn't have any. And I cleaned it out with some distilled water, and I'm going to recant this into that bottle when I get done. So this is the 2007. And this is the 2014. Alright. Now, I could tell right off the bat, I know it's going to be hard for you all, but, so I will do it for you. This is a brick red, a brownish red. This is a kind of a purple color. This is very indicative of what happens when wine ages. You don't want it brown, and you don't want it to where it's cloudy. But while it's in the bottle, there is micro oxygen coming through the cork. This cork was intact. No streaks going down it to where the wine goes down, has compromised it. It wasn't sticking up at all. When I examined it, I thought, oh, this is actually going to be good. So, some air gets in. It's been getting in for 11 years, and it changed the color to kind of a brownish brick red, as opposed to a fresh purpley red, brighter red. So right away, it's a big difference. If you can tell the age immediately, or you can tell that this one's a lot older than this one. All right. Now this has now been sitting out about a good hour, and I decanted it, and this I use this Aerator. So let's see what we got here. Now folks, even if this was the 1 year apart, they might taste different because of the conditions, growing conditions, so forth and so on. I've drinking enough wine to know to be able to tell that slight difference, the difference of the aging over the slight difference that there might be between vintages. So 11 years makes a difference that's not going to be there year from year, aside from the color. So, got that smell. And what's weird is this is 13.5% alcohol. This is 14.6. There is a trend to make wines with a higher ABV. It's just something that I guess the winemakers claim the consumer's been wanting. So I can tell you now, I can smell the alcohol on this more than this. First, it confused me a little bit because I had just done that one, and it almost smells like when you smell whiskey and you get that certain burn compared to a wine. And believe it or not, that little bit. A lot of times I've had 15% that didn't smell, but this did smell of the higher alcohol. This has supple fruit smells, dark fruits, like dried fruit. If you were to take a bag of dried fruit, mixed dried fruit, raisins, maybe prunes, plums, cherry, just dried fruit that, you know, it's lost some of its, still smells good, but it smells like dried fruit. That's what this smells like, and there's a little licorice smell on this. This one smells more like if you took fresh juice, like fruit juices, and mixed them together, like cherry and blackberry. And the difference between fresh juice and dark, or not dark, dark fruits, but dried fruit. And like I say, with a hint of licorice. And then this has a slightly more alcohol smell, which probably dissipate here if I was to leave it long enough. All right, so now I'm going to compare the taste. I'm excited about this. You all excited about this? Because I am. Man, this is fun stuff. I'll let that. Let me enjoy that finish for a minute. It's changed a little bit, so. So let me tell you what it is. Right off the bat, you got the darker fruits, dried fruits, a little bit of licorice. I could taste the tannins, but they've really softened and weakened. And a little bit of licorice and a little bit of, especially on the finish now, as I'm talking, and I taste basically like a cigar smells, and almost like a cigar box that had cigars, so that I get the cedar and the tobacco, almost like maybe I smoked a cigar yesterday, and then you know how you wake up in the morning and how many times you brush your teeth, still have a little bit of aftertaste of a cigar. That's what's in this, along with the dried fruits and the licorice. And I'm still getting that aftertaste. Nice long finish. Do my palate this, and I'm gonna taste it again. Really noticeable tannin. Really, really. This is so soft and so supple. And this is like an astringent tea compared to this. This is like a fresh brewed light tea. And this is like a tea that you overbrewed, maybe let it sit a little too long, as far as that astringent taste. Yeah. So this lasts 11 years. This is probably the same way as far as the tannins go, but with the higher alcohol, this baby laid down for a while. I'm getting a little bit of wood, but I'm not getting the, it's oak. Here I got more of a cedar, tobacco. I'm getting the fresh fruits, just like it smelled. More of the juice, as opposed to the dried fruit. You're getting more of a juice, freshly squeezed juices. And there's no licorice smell, or excuse me, taste. No smell either. You know, it just tastes, really the difference between drinking a tannic juice compared to eating a softer dried fruit. The older one is better, even though I do think this is, well, I thought originally it was past its prime. I don't know. I mean, I don't guess it isn't. I don't think it is. Maybe it could have been better 2 or 3 years ago. But it's good. It's still better than this one. So this one obviously could sit down for a while. I usually don't put wines down. I mean, obviously I did here, and I do have some older ones still to do. But generally now, especially with this channel, I kind of suck them down quick. But anyway, it was. I hope you kind of got the hint of how it softened it up and how it changed it a little bit. And it was really neat for me to be able to do this. When I found this bottle, I'm so glad I was able to find this bottle and to compare them. And it's not every day you get to drink an 11-year-old bottle of wine, and then from the same vineyard. So anyway, hope you enjoyed it, everybody. Smash that like button, share, and subscribe. From Hillbilly Wine 101, everybody. Cheers.